U.S.B My Nation channel.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to U.S.B My Nation channel, where we talk about social, faith, and politics. On this channel, we support and we are also the citizens of the United States of Biafra, newly redeclared in Latin Finland, and our DPM, Deputy Prime Minister, and our Chief of Staff is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. On this channel, we talk about what concerns us, the politics of the world, mostly the African politics, and how to make a world a better place while we continue on the journey of concluding our independence. So if you know how you are going to help the people of the United States of Biafra, the baby nation of the world as of today, to actualize in completion their independence, please, you are highly welcome. And for the governments of the world that have seen our letters, please act on them. We have suffered enough and we must stop the suffering. If there is anything called human rights, then we don't have to be on the seat of power and see certain people suffer when any word of mouth can solve the problem. I will not also fail to acknowledge and recognize the president of Donald Trump and his administration for what they are doing in our world. No one is perfect. No one is a know-it-all. He made mistake in some and he got it in majority. He is bold and he speaks when he has to speak. And that is the first quality of a leader. Not leaders that will know the truth and keep quiet because they are benefiting from lies. That's why I will keep mentioning his name. And that is what have made him stand out. He speaks out on what he believes. Then you have your own choice to let him know also what you believe. That is the way life should run. Not one speaking and shutting the other one up. Now, there is a very funny but very crucial and important news I want to bring about Madagascar. I hope we know that Madagascar is in Africa. And when I see this news, I am also very gladdened because it shows me that African leaders are really waking up. They are hearing our voice. They know that their children are tired of their mess. Yes, it's their mess. Because if they can be 92, 100, and children of 40 years will come because they are from certain continents and be giving them order, like Tinubu is just messing up around the world, then that person is not supposed to be, in fact, an adult, not to talk of a leader. So now, we must make our world a better place. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe on our channel. And for those that have subscribed, may Chukwu Okike continue to bless you and meet and grant your heart desire. This news is about Madagascar. You remember during the coronavirus, what happened in Madagascar when their natural remedy was people were not buying in Madagascar, and the people we are consigned, that's supposed to be called the people of particular concern when it comes to Africa, they came and asked them what's going on, why is the COVID not affecting you people? And they foolishly, Africa is so quick to give their inventions out, which Europeans doesn't do. When they invent something, before they can let you know the manual of that invention, they have invented another one that is bigger than that one. Then they will now sell that old one, original price. By that time, they have made the money million times. But Africans, when they see them, I don't know, they made us to think that they are God. When you see it, they are coming to ask you, you feel like, oh, God has come to ask you what is in your hand. You will be quick to stupidly. That is what I would not like to see in my own country. So when they gave it out, these people went with the sample and the rest became story because they went and, and people started dying in Madagascar. But today is another story altogether. We want to talk about, remember that it is one country where the politicians were fleeing away with choppers because the citizens were coming after them. Remember, that is Madagascar. And now the news has come, another good news, as the puppets flew away, another government has taken over. And this government, as a human being, he is not God and he doesn't know what to do and he wants to get it right. He has gone like a human being to do his best because he cannot read the heart of men. It's only God that reads the heart of men, and the only thing that can read the heart of men. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm very, very sorry. Is the machine, and the machine is made by those that they are the wrong men we are running to. So I don't know how they will rely on these machines. If to tell you the truth, I am very skeptical when it comes to machines, because the people you are, if this machine is made in Madagascar, I will trust it better, because the people you are trying to run away from are the same people that are going to give you this machine. I don't understand how reliable it will be, but anyway, it's a good move. It's a move that shows that a leader wants to do something right. So let's see. Madagascar's president orders lie dictator test for candidates applying to be government ministers. Antananarivo, Madagascar. Anyone applying to become a minister, Madagascar's new government will be subjected to lie dictator test to root out those who are corrupt, the country's military leaders said on Thursday. President Michael Randrianirina, who took power in a coup in the Indian Ocean island in October, said Madagascar had acquired a polygraph machine and a specialist to operate it to vet new government ministers. We will know who is corrupt and who can help us, Randrianirina said. We are not looking for someone who is 100% clean, but someone who is more than 60% clean. Randrianirina, a colonel in an elite army unit, outed President Andry Rajoelina after a weeks-long uprising last year by mainly young Madagascans frustrated with the lack of government services and opportunities in the nation of around 32 million that is beset by poverty. 32 good million beset by poverty. Randrianirina fired his entire cabinet and dissolved the government last week. He appointed a new prime minister on Sunday. After taking a polygraph test, candidates who failed will not proceed to an interview, Randrianirina told reporters. Those who pass the polygraph test will have an interview with me and the Prime Minister. That is about Madagascar. Every country is doing their best. That every country, every leader in Africa that understood that the main problem of Africa is corrupt leaders, that we are conditioned by outsiders. Yes. And has no conscience, that doesn't think for themselves. They are the problem of Africa. Because somebody will give you a proposal. It is you that will make your choice. And if you know that you have enemies and you want to do what the enemies may not want, the first thing you will do is to protect yourself. That will give you the boldness to say no when the time to say no comes. But when you leave the time of cultivation and you are going to start reaping where nothing has been cultivated, then when the enemy comes, you will succumb. That is what is happening in Africa. It is not an easy road. because the problem is that the enemy that African continent is fighting are so many and invisible at the same time, even as we think that they are visible. Remember Magufuli of Tanzania, how he was taken away. This one happened in our own presence. It's not like the Mulumbas and the Nanas that we had. It is our own generation witnessing it. So when leaders in Africa will grow to understand the challenges facing them and have come to change the narrative, being prepared for all odds, the first thing they will do is their own security. China closed their country for 30 good years from certain people, from anyone coming in. That was why China was able to grow. You cannot be surrounded by enemies and you want to be politically correct when the person that gave you the word politically correct are never correct. It's a food for the thoughts. Go and think about it. And we, the new generation, we all have responsibility because government is the citizens. Thank you for listening. Share this video. Do remember that your comments concludes this video. Bring on your comments, like these videos, that other people, light minds in the world will see this and bring their own comments too, or add their own view, because the world is for us all. It's not only for Africans, it's not only for Europeans, neither is it only for Americans or for Indians. We are so many in this world that people doesn't even know. There are some countries that I will mention here. Some people have never had such country in their ear. And we only centered on European country and the African country and the American. But we are so many in this world, I'm telling you. Even in European countries, you don't hear many of their country names. You only hear those that are in the Union of European Union. And it's not all the countries in Europe are in the European Union. It's only 27 members of them. Why they are more? So this will tell you that we have not gotten it right as human beings. Until we get it right, we will not rest. So thank you so much and bring your comments. Remember, this is U.S.B. My Nation channel, where we talk about social, faith, and politics. Thank you so much for listening.